Today I'm going to give you a rundown on what we use a lot of the time for cooking while we're out on the road, and we use it quite a lot at home as well for cooking up spits and things like that. It's called the braai compact grill. We've used it a lot of times, so it's been well used. I'll put some photos on of what it looked like when it was new before I ruined it, you could say. But we use this all the time for various different things, and I'll show you some of those as we go along. What I'll do, I'll quickly go through what's in the bag. A nice padded bag. Get me gloves, because you'll need those in here. Inside's another bag. So it's double bagged. Plenty of spare room in here. The thing that goes on the legs. Assortment of different legs and things like that. We pretty much stick to the one size most of the time now, which is sort of somewhere in the middle. You can make it longer or smaller, depending on what you want to do. So there she is, well used. You just put, the legs are pretty easy. You got legs, you can put that on, and that on, make it longer so it's about that high if you want, but we prefer this with this height. It's good for us. Gives it a bit more stability too. We cook on this all the time. We've cooked spits, barbecues, everything here. A lot of camping. I've got heaps of footage to share with you as we go along. Pretty quick to put together. Normally leave these stuck in here, just took them off just to show you. There we have that. Get the bag out of the way, this is the top bit. Out of the way. Over here. The legs. This bit just goes in here. It's really good. And it swivels around to whatever height, and I think I might actually light this up and go through a few other things on it that we do with it, because we really like this thing. It's great. Probably use it on 80% of our trips. The other times we have a fire in the ground, but if we're at caravan parks or in the backyard where you don't want to burn the grass, it's really good for that, because obviously it's off the ground. I had to take a few photos of it when it was all brand new and fresh looking, because I knew it would never be the same again. We cooked the carbonara for its first cook up. Video of this actually getting its first burnt. First cook up, the carbonara, spaghetti carbonara out in the middle of nowhere. It actually turned into a bit of a disaster. We all did laugh about it after I got over it, but learnt from that, and it hasn't happened again, the same issue. But yeah, I'll put that video up at the end and you can all have a laugh. Light a fire. Mrs. has got the clothes on the washing line, so we'll just have to pretend that we have a fire going in this. We use a lot of cast iron with our cooking, so we do a lot of it on this as well. First thing that we use quite a lot is like a grill plate thing. If we don't want to use the grill for anything, and we just want to fry it in a hot plate, what you can do is you can turn this away. But what I do, because it can be tip over easy, for this particular thing, you just undo that wing nut and take this off, just to be safe, to get rid of the top so it won't tip over. Now this is the thing we use a hell of a lot. Got the fire going in there, put that on there, have a good fry up, whatever you want to stick in there, your bacon and eggs, anything that can fall through holes works awesome on that, and we use that a hell of a lot. It's a good item to have. I'm not sure where she got it from, but it works really well on that, and it's pretty much bang on the right size. I thought we'd try cooking with charcoal to see what all the rage is about, so we did that and chucked the porterhouse and some veggies on, tomatoes, asparagus, all stuff that's pretty healthy. Then we sort of half ruined that with some bread with garlic butter on, but it turned out a treat in the end. Cooked up really well, it was delicious. Once it was all cooked, we plonked it onto a wooden board for the photos, and yeah, I'd do it again. A lot of mucking around, but it was delicious. Oh, the pizzas. We have made so many pizzas. It's unbelievable. So easy. Just put them on a tray, put the tray on there with plenty of bottom heat, and then we throw an old pan with bent arms on it and put some coals on that. You've got to keep a bit of an eye on it because I've burnt quite a few as well, but they're so nice and so easy. We eat them all the time. I've been on a few trips with some boys and we just smashing the pizzas out all afternoon. So easy, so yummy. And this time out in the carport we decided to grill up a marinated butterflied chicken. So we just bought a basket from the $2 shop and she came up alright. Dinner's on. Grilled chicken. See how she goes. As usual, I had to get some red meat into me, so I bought a few flavoured bangers to go on with the chicken. It's looking good. It's time to check how the chicken is to make sure it's cooked. Got the trusty glove on. Flip that over. My trusty assistant. Somewhere, I'm assuming that's the thickest bit. Another thing we do is, depending on what we're cooking obviously, but if we're cooking something like our hamburgers, we'll whack this plate on. Obviously the meat will fall through the holes, so we bang some burgers on there and chuck some onion in there and a couple of eggs on there. You'd probably grill a steak or something on there, but things like steaks and that, prefer just to cook it straight on here. They turn out good. Turn out really good actually. A couple of other things we do is take that off again like before, and we'll put the spit pole in there, and have the spit across there cooking. It works very well too. And what else? So we've done a chicken in a basket. We just got one of those baskets from the $2 shop, I think it was, and banged a spatchcock chicken in there. I've got some footage of that I'll put on as well. And it's really cool. It's very impressive. As I said, great when you're somewhere where you can't burn the grass, like here, caravan parks. But yeah, we really like it. We've got rid of all our other sort of things. We had a chimney thing and a cut-off gas bottle, all that sort of stuff. We just sort of swear by this now. Love it. Couple of minutes after this video, it was ready to serve up, so I swiveled the top bit around and over she went. Just too top heavy, especially with the camp oven on there. It was a disaster. It hasn't happened again since because I'm a bit more careful now, but lesson learnt. There's a version 2 out of this apparently, and it's supposed to be a lot better. Checking out the Osbraai gears, a couple more things that I have. This was actually my first purchase of them. It's a little fire trivet. I've used this a fair bit at the start, but haven't used it for a while. Perfect for the camp oven or a fry pan. Get your coals or your little fire under that, and then just plonk it on, keeps it off the ground. Very handy. And then we have the braai grid. I've only used it once, but it was really good because it's the most recent addition. Just have it over the fire. It's got the clearance underneath. Folds up nice and small. You can see I haven't used it much. Folds up and goes back in the bag. Just a couple of extra little things to save me showing you later on. I'll definitely use this a lot more, and I'll use that occasionally, but not as much as I'll use the compact grill. Yeah, that's about it now. I better say that none of this was donated, because that's what they say on review things. I bought all this by myself. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. I've got some other stuff to review of other types of things. I've got fry pans with legs and a few other bits and pieces we'll get to at some stage, but this was my first ever because it's probably what I use the most. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you can like the video and subscribe.